You all hear me? Mike fucked up for a second, but
Huh.
anyway,
Hey,
hello everyone, and welcome to some One Piece talk here. Host, I'm the host of tonight, Isaac Wolf, and joining me is Joel. How's it going, Joel? Everything good?
everything is good. I'm so happy to be here to talk some One Piece live action season two.
Yeah, it's a show that I remember distinctly when it first got announced, and I was just, huh, what, huh? And it didn't get any better when after you saw the Cowboy Bebop adaptation, which that
Yeah, the anime
that one is
live action adaptations have not been great.
yeah,
As you know, we've seen so many bad ones come to life. So I was don't get me wrong. As much as I wanted it to happen, and I was so
yeah,
happy to hear it happen, I was very nervous, very very nervous.
and the fact that Oda is heavily involved in this, well, clearly helps a lot.
Yeah,
That is for certain.
yeah.
But to recap on what we're talking about, we are talking about the second season of live action One Piece, and the show kicks off where the group in question have started a journey to the Grand Line, and in the first episode they ends up on what's the oh no wait what is this island's name again?
Logtown.
No, Logtown. Thank you,
Yeah.
Logtown, which is an interesting experience because personally myself, even if I know that some manga readers as well thinks it's a rather yeah low I wouldn't say low bar, but it's a why slow it down moment.
Right.
And we have someone in our Discord that felt like well, kind of the same.
Right.
But I have to say, but the reason why I hello, the reason why I personally think, but also before I go back, and major stuff happens. Luffy trying to get almost getting killed and all that jazz.
Right. There's
You
a lot of stuff.
introduce for example, well, but before we go into detail, what were your overall thoughts about the season
The
without going into
season.
spoiler? We take that at the second half.
Got it. So my overall thoughts were, look, I don't know if you remember when we reviewed season one. I was here for that, and I
Yeah.
remember saying to myself, I don't know if we need any of it. Like I didn't think we would get any of this. I thought we would get right
Mm-hmm.
to Arabasta. Not that I didn't want it. It was more that I didn't. I just think we didn't have time. I didn't think Netflix would waste the time, and I didn't think we had the time to go like to do all of this. They obviously decided, hey, we want to do all of these little mini arcs and create one season out of it and end with Drama Island. I thought that was very very bold
Mm-hmm.
because I just didn't see like I didn't think that would happen. I honestly thought next season would start with Logue. I always thought Logue would still be there, but
Yeah.
we'd probably go straight to Drum Island and then Arabasta. That's kind of how I figured it would go. But this is incredible. I mean, what it was 8 episodes, I believe.
Yeah. It's eight
Um,
episode.
and they did every small arc. I think Logtown got one episode. Whiskey Peak got one. Reverse Mountain. Little Garden got two,
Oh,
and then the last two episodes
yeah.
of Drum Island. It was they laid it out really well. It was actually better structured than I think even season one was. And I think these little arcs lended itself to that. But in my opinion, they adapted them very well. Like they made choices like they do every season. Well, so far they've only been the one, but they made more choices in season one than they did in season two. But they definitely made some choices here to shorten it and they reverse certain things. But I think what they do as a whole is they adapt everything very well. I mean, from
Yeah.
costumes, the actors have been great in adapting their versions of the characters. Um, Chopper was incredible. Like those probably the
Chopper
best
was
episodes.
adorable.
What adorable. The last two episodes are probably the best episodes. He was a standout. Like episode 7 and what's the doctor's name?
Uh,
I forgot his
the
name.
oh,
The one that
the
found him. I can't remember at the moment, but he was great. The actor that played him was great. Um, what a great job they did overall.
you're talking about Doctor Hero Luke.
Yeah,
Hero
Here
Luke.
look, Here look. Yep, he was that whole episode 7. That was incredible. Obviously, we're gonna go into some spoilers.
We can
But
take
that's
that later. So no.
yeah. Just wanted to state that we will get into some spoilers. I don't want to. If you haven't watched, I probably wouldn't. I'll probably save this for
Yeah,
later.
I have I've finished the entire series
Okay.
season. So funny enough, I
Okay.
did that a couple of hours ago because I didn't have the time to finish it
I thought
way
I would
back.
wait longer. I finished when did I finish? Friday, Tuesday.
Yeah,
I was already done by Friday. I was like, wow, you really did
yeah.
it. Like, I did.
There was so much chaos over the last couple of days that I didn't have the time. You know
No,
how
I
it
get it.
can be.
What happens?
But yeah, for
Life's
me
tough.
personally, it's yeah, life stuff. It's funny that you say that you expected it to be just go straight to Alabasta because there were some rumors that Netflix wanted to go straight to Alabasta, but the showrunner Matt, he who stepped down, the
Yeah, Matt Owens. I think it was.
yeah, Matt Owens. He was the one. He and someone else was the one that no, we are doing Drum and Whiskey Peak and all those, yes,
Right.
and they managed to get it. So
Dude. And
they,
look, I don't even regret it. They did a great job. They did.
yeah, I think at the very minimum, and also, but yeah, they did a great job. And it's funny that you say about the whole hair and costumes and all of that, yes, because I said to my sisters who watched this with me,
Mhm.
and those two departments must have had a blast
Oh yeah, absolutely.
working in on live action One Piece because with all the insane hair designs or hairstyles and costumes and all that. Yes, I mean,
Mhm.
at a certain Igaram that Mike posted on the Discord. And he certainly didn't like that hairstyle.
I mean, there's a lot of hair. Look, the one thing about One Piece, and that's why I never thought it would adapt 100% well, is that there's a lot of odd choices made with a lot of different, not just Ingram. There's a lot of characters that look weird, different hair colors, different
Uh-huh.
shapes of hair, different sizes of people. I'm like, this
Uh-huh.
shouldn't work. It shouldn't work, but it does. But they make it work.
Yeah. They're just embracing the silliness, and that's
They are.
that's
Yep.
probably why it does.
Exactly. Look
I
at
mean,
Bartholomew. What the fuck?
yeah,
They look great.
yeah. But if then step back to what to the first episode and what I was thinking of before we can talk about ups and downs with the season, is the fact that well, one, they introduced Smoker, which I know firsthand has a bigger role later down the line, granted. But it also is showing off that there is a pirate that is as fearless as Goldie Roger was.
Right.
Which Luffy kind of showed off with him not being, well, with him laughing in the face
Yep.
of death, so to speak.
Yep.
And that I do feel was important, especially.
It was.
Especially, but again, I will admit, this is someone that has watched anime and reading the manga, especially considering who a certain green-haired future fan were there. If you
Yeah. I
thought
mean, we
about
got
it,
way more of him. I just mentioned him. He's in it a lot more than he probably should have, or at all.
yeah,
I don't reason that we don't originally see him, but we find out that he was there all those years ago. Obviously, we don't see Bartholomew for a while, but the fact that they included him, Matter of fact, they in episode 1 they dropped a lot of knowledge that you don't learn until much later in the series. Like
Mm-hmm.
much, like there's like 3 things that they drop right on top of you. Like I just found that for me, and I'm still not even up to date. So I'm just found out some of this stuff, and I'm like now hearing it in live action. Like, well, I just learned about this, and like people were learning already in the season 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And look, I do also love. I don't even want to give this spoiler away, but I do love them teasing what we've all thought about the connection between Gold and Luffy, right? They're doing it in live
Yeah.
action the same way it was done in anime, which I appreciate, or in manga too.
Mm-hmm. And although I have to say though, one thing that did make this episode somewhat weaker boils down to my somewhat of a semi problem I had with. Oh, I say semi because I understand why they did that at the same time. The introduction of Smoker was to show off that in the original was the fact that they want to show not every Marine is an Axan Morgan,
Right.
but now you have showed off Gar, showing up Smoker, and showing off that there is another Marine that has honor and all that. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe
Yeah.
that's why some like Mike thought it was a. I don't know.
Yeah. I totally. I get why. So, like I told him when he originally complained about it, like I honestly felt all of this was kind of not filler, but it was all stuff that probably could have easily been cut all.
Mm-hmm.
But you would have lost a lot of story and like time with certain like building up to Chopper. This is so much. It's so important to Chopper's story, and I just the fact that they did it and did it well, I can never complain about. Even if I did believe you could have cut all this.
I will also, but I will have to say that now that you think about it, this is arguably a perfectly paced season if you really think about it, because you don't overstay the places too long. I mean, log time, no matter if you are use that or not, one episode enough. Drum Island, well, technically two, one, and so forth and so forth. Yeah, they are giving it the screen time it deserves and all. Which ironically is that they had didn't they had the base where Axan Morgan was in just one episode and pretty much everything else in 2 episodes in season 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so.
And but what was your standout stuff with outside of then Chopper though?
Well, aside from Chopper, who was amazing, I was impressed with what they did with Usopp. Like they gave him a lot more to do this season, in my opinion, than they did last year. Who we got shafted a little bit, and he's always been a character that's just he's the coward of the group. You know what I mean? He's all the big talk and the sniper. I feel like he got more emotional beats in this season. He got more. All his everything he did led to something, which I also appreciate. Like he was inventing shit, and he uses it later on, as you see him throughout the story, which I appreciate too. So I think they did well by him in this season. I think everybody had their moments. Zoro. It just seems like everyone seems to be like evolving perfectly into the characters they already are. Because even Luffy has had a little bit of a journey of learning how to be a better leader as the season went on. You know.
And I do like the fact that they actually make him. If you talk about Usopp, he is the same scaredy cat, but they are not. He is allowed to be braver here because, yes, as we spoke of earlier, they do embrace their silliness. I mean, just look at the flying. The flying. Is that an eagle? The bird is, or
The Vulture,
Yeah,
that one.
Vulture. Thank you. And the attacking actors. So,
Yeah.
but they are at the same time making it properly work with the characteristic. It's
They did.
Sanji is still a lover's boy, but he's not
He's toned down a lot.
toned
Yeah.
down. Nami
Yeah.
is kleptomatic, but she's toning it down.
Right. Exactly. Everyone's themselves, but toned down because they got it. They have to tone it down for obviously Sanji. The way Sanji is, you'd probably have to put like it wouldn't work as well with Sanji being Sanji.
Yeah.
In the anime, you got to tone him down, kind of be a little creepy.
That's
Same thing I think is going to happen if they ever get to Brook. I think it'll be the same.
Yeah,
even though we did get Brook. We got Brook.
Yeah, we got Brook.
Just not the Brook we're used to, which is funny
Well,
because I didn't realize so many people didn't know that he was this early. That you do see a version of him this early.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of only see him in a semi-flashback hints towards him in the original. You don't really see him per se at that at that point. So
not the way we know him.
No, exactly. So that's an addition that I feel was really good, and I have to say that.
Yeah.
I know that this might sound, well, he truly put the soul in Soul King, if you know what I mean.
I totally do. I hope we get that far. I hope the guy gets it. You know, he got the laugh down and everything. I was like, perfect.
Honestly, I know that we are probably not gonna get the entire manga, but well,
right.
On my personal feeling is please just end like on one or something. Sure, that would be like 10 plus years away. Wano against Kaido and all.
I would love to get that far. I don't know if it'll get that far. I'm happy if they just get to Marineford, like a little past Marineford, like if it ends on the Return of Sabaody, I'm happy. They got that far.
I wish that Brandon was here. He was unable to join us tonight, but he said but he said that he had a theory of where they would end this show, and I think I can't recall what it was, but he talks so much you can't you don't have the time to register everything he says sometime. But I think it was well, if I can come up with it, if I remember it, I can I mention that. But
cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he loved season 1, so I can't imagine he didn't love season 2.
He managed to see the first 2 episodes in theaters actually.
Really? I would love to hear his thoughts. We got to get.
Yeah, that's another reason why I want him here. So
yeah, I love talking with him about it last season. So hopefully we can all talk again one day. Maybe when closer to season 3, we can start talking about whatever updates they bring us. Even though we more or less have an idea already.
Yeah, more on that later. But
right.
And I have to add one. Did you know, speaking of Brook, that the whale actually was a build-up prop? It's not CGI there. The entire whale is built, and which is impressive, honestly, with considering the size of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know that. They did not. I would love to see. I don't know. They have a little podcast they got now for it. But I would have loved to see like a making.
Do they? Do they have I totally missed that one. Maybe I should have tried and
right now
listen to that before the
on
episode.
On Netflix, they have the podcast that goes per episode. That would have been cool.
Okay, who is on it?
I think it's Inaki who does it, and then they have different people every episode.
Of course, it's Inaki. He's like their a Netflix spokesperson at this
he
point.
he is the face of One Piece right now. So yeah,
I mean, he's not even face of One Piece. He seems to be like the spokesperson for Netflix in general.
yeah,
But then
man.
again, that boy is just too. He oozes the charisma that Luffy
He does.
has. So.
He does. He does. He really does. I mean, he's been great. That was a great choice. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's their biggest
I,
IP right now, I would imagine. So makes
yeah,
sense.
it's their biggest IP. I mean, they did, especially after they lost the acquirement of
Yeah,
Warner Brothers. So,
right.
which is
That's,
why I feel like it probably is going to be more than just 5 seasons that I know some people expecting. I mean, they
I
need
hope
to
they're
hold on
wrong.
everything they have. So,
I was thinking about it like the other day. I'm like, all right, you could do this, you could do this. It could go at least 10 seasons. Like,
I
uh,
sure wish so. I mean,
at the very least, at least seven.
well, maybe ending on Water 7 then. So,
Maybe. Well, because it depends. Like next season would be Arabasta. The following season would be Skypiea. So it'd be Jaya and Skypiea. So that's already
okay,
four, right? And then the one
yeah,
after that, there would be what? Would that be Water Seven and Asai?
I think so.
So
I
would you put
think
them
so.
together?
They could work. They
I think
could
they
work.
might be
I
able. They
mean,
might be able to do that. If they could put
and
that
like half and
together,
I mean, half and half. I don't think you could give it 2 episodes though. But
yeah, yeah, it has to be
let's
like
just
5-5
pull back
or
and take
4-4.
that talk after at the end of it.
You got it. That's fine.
Let's just take character by character now. And
All
I
right.
have Vivi, Miss Wednesday.
Oh,
There was a lot of controversy with her
yes,
considering.
yes, there was. Yes, there was.
Yeah, which is a bit stupid in my book, considering where
It was.
Alabasta is. But
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, it's visuals for them. That's all it is. They're like, oh, she
uh-huh,
doesn't look like her. I'm like, she looks just like her, so she's darker. That's it.
yeah,
That's really it. They're just
I
they're racist. They can't help it. So they
yeah, and what do
stupid.
you think of the implementation of her and all that jazz?
I loved her. I thought she was one of the stronger actors in the show. Period.
Hmm.
I missed Karu. That's another. That was a casualty of the. I imagine the budget not having the duck
Mm.
there.
I mean,
Uh,
I could see Karu, well, Karu come on next season. So
I do. He was shout. They shouted him out in this season, so I no doubt believe he'll be in season three. She did mention him, and like he has to be there. Yeah, at least you got to give him for season three because he was in that all in season
hmm
two, and he was with her the whole time in the anime and manga. Um, so yeah, she was great. I mean, she did a great job. I love most of the Baroque work. Assassins, they nailed so many. I was impressed. I was absolutely impressed with how they handled almost everybody. It was every time I see it, I want to rewatch it at some point.
the manga
Because
or the was the anime or the live action?
the live action, I'm gonna because I just finished
Okay.
it. Like I said Friday, so maybe one of these days I'll just go back and rewatch it all again after like everybody gives like the because I know there's gonna be those like Easter egg videos, and I kind of want to go back and see if I see anything because I already saw
Mm.
people calling stuff out I missed. I'm like, oh, I don't. There was a Pedro one with what's it called, the wanted poster. I'm like, I missed that completely. That was pretty
Okay.
interesting.
Now let's go to the second new addition, though, which we mentioned earlier, Smoker.
Smoker.
And I saw that a lot of people said that on social media. Why couldn't they get this guy for Geralt instead?
I mean, that probably could have worked. No, I thought he was great. You know what it is too. He kind of looks younger than I imagined Smoker, but that's because he always has white hair, so he kind of looks older than he probably should.
Hmm.
But I thought he did great.
He's
He nailed
he's 2 years younger than me, I see. Oh, checking
it.
his.
So imagine. So this, I mean, to me, he looked too young. But I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it's just because I always imagine Smoker like much older. Well, not he's probably not that much older, but
Let's go check the wiki.
Yeah, I'm like, how old is Smoker supposed to be? I know he was like a kid during the Goals when they killed Gold Roger, so because he was there, like he says it. He's right. He was there. They show him in season 1.
He is 34, so
That's not a bad age. That's doable.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not as old as Garp, but
no.
No, it was like 20 plus years. Yeah, that he fits the age range because it was like 20 something years later, and he was like in like 12 or some shit, maybe a little older, 13, 14.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Miss Valentine.
Great. Again, like I at this point, I have to say which ones I didn't like. that's basically where I gotta go. They all were great. Miss Valentine, Mr. Was it 9? Mr. 9 was great. Mr. 5 was it? The one with the boogers?
Yeah, Mr. 5, yes.
Yeah, he was awesome. Like I said, the costume department is amazing, and the fact they nailed the different looks from the different panels, from different shots, even with the straw hats. I loved all the different looking. I look forward to always finding out where they got the design from. It's cool. I love that.
And there is a lot of the clothing that the straw hat has is actually for stuff like the coloring, coloring pages that Oda is doing as an alternative art stuff.
Yeah.
Which is I think is a nice detail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. They pull so much from the color ones. I'm like, oh, that design is from here. They pull it out from this manga cover. I'm like, I love that. Gives them different clothes to wear. They're not always wearing the same thing. Even though I love when they wear the same thing. That's what I'm used to them wearing. But I appreciate that. I do.
Okay, now we come to another one going back to Smoker Kennedy. Tashigi. He's the right hand person.
Yes, of Smoker. She was great. She again another really good interpretation of that character. Probably even better than what they did than I'm used to in the anime. Honestly, they gave her even more to do during this small arc, and I really liked it. She even does look a little bit like the girl, Zoro's friend.
Yeah, I mean, considering how honestly, I thought when you first see her as her pictures, the actress, and yes, she doesn't look that much like the childhood friend. Then you see how they did in the which is a bit deal in the original that she looks just like her,
right?
Type stuff.
Right. It's kind of crazy.
And
I'm like, they did it.
And where is the name? I mean, yes, I'm going through the list of names just to check which one in the order I should do it. But, well, we talked about villains and all, so what about Wapol? I never thought I could make a Wapol somewhat scary with that fucking mouth.
Yeah, they pulled that off. Wapol was interesting. They went there with his big ass mouth. He eating stuff and he's all robot. The look is there. They nailed the look. That's what I'm keying, is how much they nailed the look and his power set. The whole digesting his soldiers and create minions was interesting.
It was rather disturbing also while we were at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. It was kind of freaky. I was like, those guys are dead now. They're like walking like zombies, I guess. Like, I don't know how that works. I guess he could always undo it, but why would he? Like, that guy doesn't give a shit about anybody, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was only himself. So
that's his thing.
And well, if we continue with the Drum Island, Dr. Korea, the one that we at first hoped were going to be by Jamie Curtis at first, but then ended up getting played by the by Katie Segal, Peg from Married with Children, of
That's
all
exactly
act.
right. I love Katie,
Well,
so I can't complain. They did a great job
yeah,
bringing her in as an
she was
alternative.
amazing.
She was amazing, even though I would have loved Jamie Lee Curtis, but obviously she had a scheduling conflict, and that unfortunately kept us from having her as Dr. Correa. But Katie Seagal was a great second option, and she killed it. She really did. She was awesome.
Uh-huh. And I have to say, I can't recall how big of a role he has in the manga. I'm gonna but well, now go back the whole step back again. I realized that we forgot two people. Boren, well, Brogy and Dory. I
Oh,
feel like we should
the
pick them
Giants.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. They were. I again, I never thought we needed to go there, but they went there, and they even got the laughs off. I actually appreciated that. And I think they pulled the look off. Like it's hard to do Giants in that type of. I don't know what
Hmm.
kind of budget they had, but to me it worked. I know for some people it might not have worked, but it did work for me. Like I enjoyed the Giants, and they did pull them off well, and they hit almost every note that you kind of needed. They probably weren't in as much as some people probably wanted, but I thought they were what they did with it was fine, personally.
Uh-huh. And Miss Golden Week, I personally have to say, was freaking she truly
She
is
was
terrifying.
way more
During,
terrifying than I remember. um, yeah, she was changed quite a bit from what I remember, but hey, to me it worked because she was way creepier in this.
I mean,
Um,
the whole painting is changing your mood depending on color.
yeah, I mean, she was really. They even like alluded to her killing her parents. I'm like, wow, this is dark.
That I couldn't. That I didn't remember if they had in the manga or not.
I don't remember that being a thing, but I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it's been a long
I
time
mean,
since I watched those episodes.
Igarim. I don't know if he will return in season 3 or not.
I
He
don't
doesn't
remember.
die in the manga, but
He did die though, did he not?
I mean, it's kind of alluded to. So
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he gets away. He doesn't die initially, gets away, and then ends up dying anyway. Something like that.
yeah, he doesn't die in the manga at all,
At
right?
all? Oh, okay. I don't know. I
I
didn't read the
don't,
manga.
or in the anime, as far as I know.
I've only
Whatever.
watched the anime. Yeah.
So, and well, and also, well, if you're then going with the villains again, we take up. We mentioned we can't that we can't skip out a certain Mr. Sweden,
Yep. I
which
think
was
he
a
was
big
great.
deal considering who was casted
Yep.
with David
That was a big
Dashman.
actor, David
David
Dastmalchian.
Dastmalchian, who seems to be in
It's the
every
small chin, as he likes to say. That's how it's
yeah.
pronounced. The small chin.
I mean that man seems to be everywhere. He was
He is
in
everywhere. That
Flash. He
man.
was wasn't he in Agents of Shield?
I'm sure he was. I'm not sure.
Uh,
Flash who? He was definitely in
I
Flash. I
mean,
remember him in Flash. He's
he was in
everywhere, like you said.
Flash. He was in the MCU for the
Yep.
Ant-Man movies.
He's
He
did
was in
DC
Suicide
animation.
Squad.
He was
He
in.
was in the
Yep.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, everywhere. That guy's old. He's in
He
Street
is
Fighter.
yeah, yes, all right. He's playing M Bison, which I'm just
That's gonna take a little getting used to. Like,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll
that is
see about
just
that.
yeah. And hell, he's even in Dune. So I'm just checking it. Double
Fair.
checking it.
Man, he is everywhere. I mean, that guy doesn't apparently say no, so good for him.
Yeah, but he is everywhere, but he doesn't get that big of a roles.
No, that's what it is.
Which is
He's that guy, but people probably know him from so many different things. Like I know that guy. Don't know his name, but I know that guy. The guy from Ant-Man.
uh,
That guy.
exactly, exactly. And then we also have Dalton,
Oh, he was cool
the
too.
general, the general that had honor in comparison to the rest of the
Yep.
soldiers.
Yep. He was the
And
goodest
I
of
do
them all.
enjoy how they in, in, I wouldn't say incorporate, but how they showed off his devil fruit.
Yeah, no, that
On
was.
this,
I thought he looked great. Actually, they did a good job designing his beast form or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It looked like a buffalo. um, but yeah, he looked great. They thought he did a good job too. I don't have a lot of
and
bad things to say. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Well, look, I know. I mean, I agree with you, and it just I feel like do this proper, it feels like better if we take it going one by one in the characters
Yeah,
list because just so we don't miss one. I probably will miss one, but trying the best and all that, yes. And
I can help with
now we
that,
go
please.
with let's go back to Chopper, and
Okay.
there was also a big discussion about regarding Chopper of should he be a Muppet, should he be or how should you incorporate him, so to speak.
Yes, we
A
had
lot
that
of
discussion.
I saw that even online that people
Yeah.
said had a discussion on how it should be. Well, like we said, we had a discussion
Or chat.
here in the group chat we have, and all said some people wanted Muppet, other ones said a combination, yada yada yada, and
Yeah.
well, lo and behold, accordingly we had one person playing in what we can go into the spoiler territory now. I feel.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, one they had a CGI stuff for the deer, the stuff in the chibi form, as I would like to call it.
Yep. The brain point.
But when it came forth with this monster form, they had someone in a costume
In the suit.
apparently. Yeah, in a suit. So which is why I would
Which I
say,
loved. I loved that. I was what I wanted. I wanted the chibi form to be CGI because I thought that wouldn't work otherwise. So they did a hybrid. They do have a real stand, like a
yeah,
stand-in. But like you said, there's a mocap person for Chopper, and then Chopper was voiced by what's her name?
Michaela
Hoover. Yeah,
Michaela
Michaela.
Hoover from
Yes.
Superman.
Superman. Yeah. So yeah, she did great. I thought she really did good as the voice of Chopper.
Cat Grant.
Cat Grant,
She
yeah.
is.
So she was voicing Chopper, and of course they did the man in the suit for the human form, which I really dug. Now a lot of people had the problem that he kind of looked ugly, but I'm like, he's supposed to look like a monster. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Exactly. I totally agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, he
And
looked great in the suit, in my opinion. I think they did good. They did good.
and what now that we are going into the spoiler territory, what would
Mhm.
your no before there is one character two character we missed. I realized
From the beginning.
Miss Sunday,
Oh,
aka Nick Robin, and Mr. Owen, aka I wonder if they took inspiration by Inspector Gadget in teasing him throughout the entire season without the camera work and all went. I mean, I swear it was like whenever he was quote unquote on screen before the last
yeah, the
episode,
claw.
it was like watching an Inspector Gadget episode.
It was, and that's kind of probably did. Um, This All Sunday, Nico Robin as the spoiler. You know, if you know, you know. I don't know. That's not really a spoiler, but that was the big thing at the end, revealing her name early. Um, and Mr. Zero obviously was spoiler, not spoiler again, spoiler, but revealed to be Crocodile, who no one knows who Crocodile is. So to be spoiled, you would like, I don't know who you're really holding that out for, but totally fine. Crocodile is Mr. Zero. And we finally got the full look at him in the very end. Joe Manganiello. And I thought, what's her name? Lara Boa, who plays Miss
Elia
All
Boa, yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, she looked great, bro. She looked fantastic as Nico Robin. I'm like, bro, they nailed it. They nailed it. They nailed it again. Like that, she looked
She,
fantastic.
she truly, Lara Boa, she truly had Seponimami energy. I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
God. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. She was great. Yeah. Oh man. So she nailed it again. They nailed that casting, and she has the accent. Like I'm pretty sure Oda would love that she had an accent because I know she was
Yeah,
pretended to be like Russian, and she has like a little
he's
bit of
tended
that.
to be
So like
Russian, yes.
right. So for I think it worked out perfectly for what he was looking for. Um, and Joe looked like he's gonna nail it. I love the look. I didn't know his eyes were gonna be like yellow or whatever. With the that looked cool when he reveals his face. The scar looked great. I'm like, oh man, this dude's gonna be fantastic. Vivi's father, Cobra, he looked good as Cobra. I like that whole scene. You get to see a lot of little sneak peeks to the council. What's it called?
The World Government
Yeah,
Council.
what is it called though? There's a name for it. The Reverie, right? Is that not what it's
Yeah,
called?
the
In the,
Reverie.
yeah, the
Or
Reverie.
as I would like to call it, the the leaders of the round tables.
Yeah, of the
I
world. Yeah.
mean, mm,
Yeah, basically, and that we got a nice little sneak peek of the younger version of them. That was cool. We saw a little or younger Vivi, and young Ingaren. So yeah, I mean, we forgot about
that's
Buggy and
all.
Alvida. Shit, we
Oh,
talk about.
right. We forgot to mention those. Buggy is, well, fun enough, which I would argue still is the best adaptation of Joker we never had, next to Heath
Heard
Ledger
that.
at this, which
Yeah,
is, I swear, his laugh, Jeff,
he's good.
Jeff's, the actor's laugh as Buggy. It's just, I remember a lot of people, Leo from Geekly Goods included, just said, why does he has a better Joker laugh than Jared Leto?
Most people do, to be fair. Like, that's not too fair to them, but
Yeah, I
um,
mean,
but
it's
he did
just
a
fun.
great. He's been a good Buggy. Like he's a really good Buggy, and I remember that actor. I forget his name, but the actor from Agents of Shield. That's where I originally
Yeah,
know
he
him
is
from.
from Agents of Shield. I know that he was in Agents of Shield. I don't know what he played.
He was someone. He was a little complicated. He played like a character from the future, came back to modern times. He's the son of two characters. I don't want to spoil it if people care.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what he plays in Agents of Shield.
and also I have to say I have to give credit to the Alvida actress.
Yeah,
The Leah is. I am so sorry if I pronounce mispronouncing the name. I'm putting it in the chat so you can see, but I do believe it's like
wow.
Leah Isorlis Paulina, I believe it is.
Isoralis, Isoralis,
Isorlis.
Polina, yeah. Laya,
Uh,
Leah, Laya,
Either way,
Isoralis.
it was she did a fantastic job going through the transformation that is from season 1 to season 2,
Yeah.
and did a fantastic job continuing that character. So I want to give her a massive props for that. That couldn't been easy in a nice way. So
No, fuck. I mean, she didn't even have to do that, I don't think. And she did. She lost a lot of weight. Like, it's crazy.
yeah,
But I'm sure
uh,
some people didn't recognize her, honestly.
uh-huh. And by the way, going back to season 1 though,
Hmm.
what did you think about the whole idea of basically allowing Sorrow to have PTSD style flashbacks
Ah,
of
yeah, I like
Mihawk?
that. I like that. He was almost dead, People forget that.
Yeah,
So like him having like that's being stuck with him, like I almost lost, and like I can't have that ever happen to me again. That's sticking with him, and that being the ghost that haunts him every day. I love that little a little addition that was not in
yeah.
what we.
That I wonder if it was something that Oda, yes, I should have thought about that when I wrote the manga. That's something or something like that because
I'm sure there's a lot of that during with the writing sessions here. Like when he looks over the scripts, he's like he probably adds his little elements. Like I probably would have did that if I knew what I knew then. Now, like all the stuff that he knows now.
hmm
It's different. You write things a little different because you can foreshadow things way better than you could then because at the time you wasn't thinking about it.
Exactly. That's one of the major changes that I actually noticed, and I mean, that is actually a good thing. And
Yeah.
also, I have to ask. This is also a reason why I'm curious about how long they are going to handle the live action adaptation. We see Dragon in like
We
it
do
says
see
in there,
Dragon. Yeah.
which
Not
is
just Dragon.
also nice.
We see Sabo. Well,
Yeah,
we see
that's where
from
I
far
was
away.
going.
Yeah.
We see Sabo, and which means they have casted Sabo this early
Not
on.
necessarily. To me, he was far away enough where you can just pretend, and you could cast anybody at the
Yeah,
end of the
well,
day. Almost
okay,
anybody.
you're indicating that you're going to use Sabo at the very
Right.
least,
If you
and
get that,
Sabo should.
we don't see Sabo at all in the first until
I
like the
mean,
night, you know, for a
he
while.
is way back, way
Yeah.
back. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just
Just
double checking the pictures where he said, yeah, he is blurry enough that you don't see who he says, and
exactly. Yeah. You don't see him clear enough for them to say they casted someone, but he was shown, and you could tell it was him from far away. Where Dragon, they showed his ass. That's him. Like, that was
exactly.
cool. I did appreciate that. Like, I don't, for the people that don't know who Dragon is, I still don't want to spoil that. They didn't reveal
Yeah,
that.
we are not gonna spoil that right now
Yeah.
because that
Right.
is known.
Right.
They could probably mention that in depending on
Oh,
how they handle season
yeah.
3. I could honestly see them even mentioning that there, but
Sure.
season 4, if that happened, type stuff is definitely going to happen.
Possible.
Which
I can
is
see that. Yeah.
which is ironic because if they would have done a 1-to-1, that's where they would have introduced Scarf in the first place around that
Yeah.
time.
Fair enough.
So,
Now I'm
which
curious what the B plot's going to be next season. You going to add Marines again, or is it going to be Smoker? I guess
I
continue
mean,
Smoker's
Smoker
journey.
is hunting them to Alabasta, so
That's fair.
even
So
in the
it'll
manga. So,
right. So it'll probably just be Smoker.
which shall be interesting. I do wonder if I can't recall what he did exactly in Alabasta, but
Did they
I do
not? Did he not
wonder.
catch Luffy? He did catch Luffy.
Uh, he did. He's
Spoiler.
an he discovered everything about
Yeah.
he discovered everything about the crocodile and all that. Yes, and I
Right.
do wonder. We could go to season 3 talk now, but what if they do it so that they have Smoker helping Luffy out to take out Crocodile in season 3?
In the ending.
Sort of
The
like
fight with.
he because yes, he's a pirate and he wants to get him locked up and away, but he clearly recognized that Luffy is not the same as every other pirate at the same time.
Right.
Because I don't know if you recall, well, this is somewhat of a spoiler. He do, he leave the navy after a while in the manga.
I don't remember. I
So
knew that. I don't think I did.
yeah. So I wonder if it could be if him seeing Luffy's action could question his questioning his way of being a marine, and well, a marine after they after he helped out of the sun. Oh,
Yeah, probably.
so sort of like that. Oh no, he doesn't help, but it's the theories that he will eventually quit. Sorry, my bad, but
No problem.
I do. I am with the people that he will probably be more of an help at the end of the manga, but that besides the point. But yeah, I think he will talk about how he probably will be the B plot. Yeah, I can see that. I can really see that. And
Makes sense.
so,
Yeah.
so, which also, like I said, it makes me question: is he going to help out taking down Crocodile or some
It's
other
possible. I mean,
major
I imagine
villain?
they'll intersect at some point again, but I don't know how exactly.
Well, it shall be interesting to see
Yeah.
that. What also, it shall be interesting because I do wonder if they are going to keep that scene with how they handle Vivi and Luffy's relationship in this season. Do you know what scene I'm talking about?
I think. Which one will be a little more clear?
The one where he punches, he gets so tired
Oh,
about the
yeah,
on Vivi because she's giving up and all that. Yes,
yeah.
he's
No,
downright punching her.
yeah, I imagine they'll address that differently. Just like he didn't punch the
Yeah,
fucking Laboon. He didn't punch the Laboon.
yeah, exactly. I
But he's not gonna
mean,
punch a whale. He's probably not gonna punch her. So yeah, he does have a tendency to just swing.
he is a very rather go head first personality.
Yeah, he's very
Fun
strong
fact
headed.
about
Yeah,
if we go back to the Laboon stuff, the dance part, if is an Easter egg to
yeah,
the dance they had in Skype and what's coming later. You will know exactly what I'm talking about when you
yes, yes, sir.
finish
Yeah,
Wano. So
right. Yeah, yeah, I do know. I've heard at least because I still haven't got to that specific scene, but I already heard
you
that
need
there's.
to get to it. I need to hear your thoughts about it.
I'm literally. I'll tell you right now where I'm at. I am. I'm still in the middle of them. Like right there, all the episodes are about Odin.
Hmm.
That's where I'm at.
Then you're a while back.
Yeah, like I forgot where I said I was. I'm like the last episode I saw Odin. Yeah, so the last episode he was like kind of like on death row, just like
Uh-huh.
Roger was. Yeah, that's the last thing I saw.
Then you have a while. You want
Yeah,
something funny as a side note?
what's that?
Do you know how long it took for Toei Animation to air the Wano arc?
No, how long?
4 years.
4 years. I can take that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get to it. I've pushed through. I will get through it. It's just taking me. I think I'm halfway through Wano right now, so I believe I'm halfway.
And it has around 195 episodes. So
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, exactly. I'm almost at 1,000. I think I'm only like 30 away or something like that. I forget. I'll look at it.
yeah.
Actually, I can check it now.
And, and is there anything specifically you feel like we missed in season 2 that you want to bring up?
Um, did we miss anybody? I'm on episode 973. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
That's where I'm at. Did we miss somebody? Let me see. I don't know. I don't think so. Um, I'm sure we missed a lot. I'm just trying to think of what like important stuff. Um, because they did again. They nailed so much shit. It's insane. Um, I'm just more looking forward to what's next type of thing. Like there was no, well, there was, I guess, pretty like a teaser for like. There's no teaser for the next season, but we already know it's coming, and they basically gave once they revealed Crocodile and all that. That was kind of our.
And they have casted an Ace so and
Yeah,
currently
yeah.
filming.
We still have Bone Clay and Ace and Mr. One and all
Oh
these.
yeah, they casted me Bond Clay also.
Yeah, so we got. They're gonna. I mean, look when they fight Baroque work. That was one of the funner fights. Like when the Straw Hats get together, and are separated
That
and have
was
to fight their own battles. I love that. It's like awesome.
that was one of the best battles in the entire season,
Absolutely.
honestly, just out of the choreography alone.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And I did love that they had the whole Sora getting taunted by his
Yes.
mental ghost, and just fuck off, I'm doing this.
I do love
And
it.
Mr. Nine, I forgot to mention him. What did you think of that little? I was gonna say Brit with his. um, I mean,
Uh,
the actor sounded like he was a Brit in the.
I thought he was great. Yeah, Mr. Nine was totally fine. The whole Whiskey Peak um, was great. Like the 100-man battle, like we were just talking about, was great. Um, that whole, like you said, it was choreographed greatly. Mr. Nine was fun. He's still, you know, he's still def- defended Vivi. You know what I mean? By not like ratting her out type shit. Like I I appreciate them going there. Um, but that was really it, right? Because I'm trying. Mr. Nine was Vivi's
Yeah,
partner, right? Yeah, making sure. Yeah, so yeah, he was great. Unfortunately, he didn't last very long, but he was good.
I agree on that part. I agree on that part.
It's crazy. Those
But
costumes are crazy.
again, I I imagine that the I imagine that the costume department and the
Oh,
hair department must have had a time of their lives in this show. I mean, if you want to work on with the costumes and hair, must have been a dream job.
like especially because of the fact that it's so you have it's not it's not like a One Piece world is so weird. You could it doesn't really there's not one specific thing you could get stuck on because they all dress differently and it doesn't matter what time period it is. There are people that look like they dress normal in Loketown. I don't know if you noticed that. Like they look
Hmm.
like they dress like normal people instead of like pirate like era people. Like it's weird. This show will take you so many different places. The looks of everybody is very different and unique. Yeah, I mean, whoever does costumes and hair is gonna have a fucking ball like every time with this show.
Hmm. I absolutely agree on that. Like, which is what just goes back to what I'm talking about. They are not afraid to embrace the goofiness, which is something important for an IP like this. So,
Fair.
and now I do wonder if whenever we are going to get the first look of season 3, honestly,
When is that what you're asking me?
when we are going to see the first look on season 3.
I don't know. They're already in production, right? So
Yeah, they are currently in production. I can't recall. I do
I don't know
believe at the very
when.
least.
If we get anything by the end of the year, that would be nice. But I
I
mean,
mean, I could see it being that case.
I don't remember how long it took to film last season. They got it out by March. If I could find the math, if I could do the math there, maybe there's a chance. But I don't know. Hopefully it's out by
So,
next year. Hopefully we get our first look by end of the year. That would be nice. That would be the dream world, because we're gonna start seeing some people in costume. I imagine back we one. 'Cause it took a while. Cause like when we got the One Piece season 2 trailer, that was literally this. When was it? It was only a couple months ago. During the summer, right? It
yeah.
was during the was it during the summer? I think it was during the summer of last year, and that shit got pushed all the way till obviously last week. So um, I don't know really, but I look forward to seeing it. Obviously when they do, and look, because it got greenlit, we don't gotta wait as long. It should be quicker turnaround than like 1 to 2, and hopefully the success of 2 proves that we'll get a forward green light right away. Like, there's no
Yeah.
sign. Let's just keep
And
churning it out.
according to Google, the production for season 3 started in November of
Oh, fun.
last year. And if I'm going to Instagram and double checking, I mean, One Piece has their own. Netflix, One Piece has their own Netflix Instagram account after all. Yeah, let me scroll down. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing that I think they did phenomenal on as well.
What's that?
Reversed Mountain, how they filmed that scene where
Going up
they
and down.
going up and down the river there.
Yeah,
That
was
was
good. Yeah.
phenomenal look of it all.
I did enjoy that. They did a good job with Laboon. That helping them. They did. You know what? This show in general was very emotional. Like
Yeah,
it pulled on my heartstrings a lot this season. Laboon scenes, everything with Chopper.
Luffy is carrying Nami
Oh yeah,
above the over the
up the
mountain, which
mountain.
I can't understand how we missed that thing. But
Yeah,
yes,
carrying Nami up the mountain, and their version of how they got Sanji as well up the mountain.
uh, like I said, there was a lot of stuff in this season that was amazing. So
I agree. It's hard to argue, bro. It was a success in my opinion, and I
yeah,
hope for long success and more seasons, not just Arabasta and Skypiea. I want to see more. Like I said, if we can get
no,
to the Return of Subodi, that's all I'm looking for. If we can get past that, awesome. But if not, get me there. Get me to the 2 year jump. You know.
let's well, but if yeah, I'm kind of with you. And if they start a production in November, I do feel like maybe we could see at least some costume of the new characters in
Yes. I mean, there's going to be
June.
the one thing I'm looking forward to for next year is the without spoiling it, the one scene with the X's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think everyone wants that. I want to see that redone in live action. I can't wait to see that scene. That's gonna be emotional too. Like that's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. I'm
That's
with
gonna be
you.
fun. Yeah, that's gonna be. I cannot wait for that scene.
I'm with you. But with that said, Joel, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you
Um,
bringing me on.
yeah,
Unfortunately, there was no one else,
always.
but we're the fans here, okay?
Yeah, we're the fans here. I who knows? Maybe well, if Brandon wants to go into more details of season 2, we could just go one
Oh, yeah, let me
to
know
have
if he
a
does.
more indirect
I wanna.
discussion with him. I don't think we don't mind that.
Not at all. I would love to hear his opinions.
Yeah. But where can people find you, Joel?
You can find me on Instagram and on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Joel JOEL_J27 on both of those platforms. You can also find me usually on what we do about nothing on Wednesday nights. We do a little geeky potty, even though it's been kind of slow lately. But that's normally where you can find me and maybe some other stuff in the future.
Nice. That sounds awesome to hear. That sounds awesome to hear. And well, you can find me over here at the Amateur Taco Podcast and the Swedish Emblem on Twitch, which we are co-streaming it right now, the podcast that is. And well, you can also find me over in the Swedish Emblem YouTube channel, which is my Let's Play channel. And well, with me here and with Let's Plays as well. Next Friday we are starting Paper Mario 64 actually.
Whoa.
So,
Wow.
which
Throwback.
is a bit of a classic. I actually ordered one of the N64 controllers for Nintendo from
Wow.
Nintendo's own shop. So that
Good
will, yeah. I mean, I want to cover the N64 games and just. Have you played N64 games with other controls there?
No, just
I mean, I'm not. I don't think it's as bad as Jamie or Mike says stuff like that. But if trying to use your right stick as the C buttons, the yellow
Yeah,
buttons, it's a bit yanky, for example. So
I'm sure.
and so that's one of the major reasons why I wanted that thing. If I'm completely honest.
No, I get it.
So it
I
was
thought
that expensive.
that's how I felt when I thought like playing. You could play Melee on the what was it the GameCube, and they had the 64 control on there, and you could
Yeah.
get that, or you could play with the GameCube control, or whatever it was. I
Yeah.
forgot at the time.
Don't you mean don't you mean Brawl, where you can play in the Wii
Yes,
remotes
that,
or the GameCube controls?
yes, whatever the GameCube remotes for the newer systems, because people were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, I can't play this on with that control with the new control. I like if I could do it better with my GameCube control." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I get that, but like it's
Mm.
just whatever.
I mean,
For me,
there's a
I
reason
got
why
used
the
to it.
GameCube. I mean, there's a reason why GameCube controls are still a thing even to this day, but even with Smash or other stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
it's arguably the best controls they ever done in my book.
64. Now they're talking about 64 had a weird layout for their control.
64 is a weird step child with the whole people joking how it looks like if aliens saw that one, they would ask, do they have
How does
three
that
arms or
work?
something?
It's fair. It's so fair. It was different at the time, and it's still different now. But we're evolving,
Uh-huh. Wherever.
kind of, because the Switch control at least looks kind of like classic NES control. I mean, I don't know
Hmm.
what the new one looks like, but I know the original, the last Switch did.
I'm honestly, I don't know. I'm unsure, but I'm considering actually if one of the NS or SNES controls from the eShop works for the GBA. And so I'm just gonna grab that thing because I feel like a plus playing with a plus is a better options with the GBA games, and
Yeah,
well, then NES or SNES but controllers are
yeah.
just D-pads after all.
I played so much SNES and GBA games on my with a keyboard because I did a lot of modding.
Uh-huh.
So I don't even remember what it's like playing that with controllers.
I played Minish Cap on stream a while back, and it was interesting
Ooh,
to say the
okay,
least. It's a different thing if you play the turn-based strategy stuff, JRPGs, but
fair enough.
I just imagine stuff like the Metroid Fusion stuff and all that. Yes, that probably needs the proper plus button.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, with that said, have it awesome, y'all,
Have a good one.
and see you another day. Peace out.
Peace.